the day I had dreamt about my entire childhood, anticipating when it would happen, who it would be with, where it would occur, and what time it would happen. It was my wedding day. I married Austin Smith at the Dowling Hall in Elko, Nevada on September 8th of 2018. That day was truly the most meaningful day of my life. Austin and I are high school sweethearts. I never thought I would get married at 19 years old. It just kind of happened when I least expected it, but I'm so grateful it did. My husband changed my life in so many ways, but that's like a whole nother story. The morning of the wedding, I grabbed donuts and met my bridesmaids at my mom's house, where one of my bridesmaids was going to do everyone's hair. The day felt like it was going by so slow. Everyone kept asking me, "Are you nervous?" or "Can you believe you're getting married today?" Honestly, at that moment, I wasn't nervous yet. It just didn't feel real. I sat there watching all my girls get ready, and I was dead silent, so content sitting there reflecting on the people I surround myself with. As my girls kept getting ready, I left to the salon by myself to get my hair and makeup done. It wasn't until my hairstylist started asking me questions about the wedding that the nerves kicked in. She was all, "You seem really nervous. Let me get you a glass of wine." When she was almost done with my hair and the other girl was about to start my makeup, they asked if I had eaten. I told them I had a few bites of a donut that morning and that was it. So they convinced me to have someone bring me a snack. All I wanted was a McDonald's hash brown, so my sister's fiance brought me 2 of them. I sat there getting my wedding hair and makeup all done up while eating my McDonald's and drinking wine. After I was all done, I went in the back to use the restroom before heading to the Dowling Hall to get my dress on. When I got out of the restroom, all my bridesmaids had showed up, all ready to go with their hair done and dresses on. They started complimenting me and the hairdresser put my veil in. The moment she put the veil in, it finally felt real. My stomach dropped. I was about to get married in less than 45 minutes. We all caravanned over to the hall where my mom was waiting with the dress upstairs. The wedding decorations had turned out even better than I had imagined. It was all hands on deck getting my big poofy dress on. Austin and I had decided ahead of time that instead of writing our own vows, we would write each other love notes to exchange before the ceremony. I sent my letter down to Austin via my maid of honor, and Austin sent his letter up to me via my dad. My dad wasn't sure what the note was, so he read a couple sentences while taking it upstairs. By the time he got to me upstairs, he was crying and he said, "You can't read this right now, you'll get too emotional." I told him that was kind of the point and asked if he read the whole letter. He said he only read 2 sentences and that was enough for him. The best parts of my wedding were these small emotional moments that I would never forget. My dad went back downstairs and I read my letter in private, except for my photographer, of course, who was there to capture the moment. After I read my letter, we all got lined up waiting for the clock to hit 2:30. I got level 10 nervous real quick. We were having small talk and my mom came up one last time to give me my something old, something new, or my something old, something blue, and something borrowed, a sapphire bracelet. She started to cry, whispering into my ear as we had a very intimate, special moment, something rare in our relationship. She told me that when you see Austin, you won't cry because you are like me, and you will be too happy to cry once you see his face. And she was right. The processional music started, and my girls one by one disappeared down those stairs until it was just me and my brother to hold up my train down the staircase. I started walking down the stairs. The only person I could see was my dad waiting at the bottom. When I got about halfway down, I started to recognize so many faces of friends and family I hadn't seen in a long time. When all eyes are on you, it's really stressful. I was very scared that I was just gonna trip and fall, but I didn't, thankfully. Then I saw Austin, bawling his eyes out under the art. My dad was practically whimpering by the time he gave me away. I looked into Austin's eyes, and for the rest of the ceremony, honestly felt like it was just the 2 of us and the minister. I'm not gonna stand here and repeat our vows, but they were written by our minister who knew us personally, targeted at supporting our new life together. We exchanged our vows, exchanged the rings, kissed, and are announced husband and wife. We had a quick moment to catch our breath, then greeted every guest. We left the hall to go take our photos, and everyone threw rice at us. Austin helped me into his diesel Ford, and we left after he did a massive burnout. I could talk about my wedding for hours, but I'll stop before I get too carried away. For anyone getting married soon or in the future, remember, it's not what the cake looks like, your something new, or your venue. It's about spending the day you have dreamt about your whole life with the right people, the people that mean the most to you and love you unconditionally. I had a beautiful wedding, and I have a beautiful life being built with my new husband.